Doing great again.
Yeah, good man. Excited for another week of fantasy football.
Let's get right to it. I got questions all over the place right now. Bergen Gold Ryan AT 2022. Obviously, we just went live again. I apologize for the hiccups that we're having. It shows that we were live in both places, but for some reason we weren't seeing that. So I apologize. Ryan asks, rest of the year, Hicks or Deion Jones?
I'm going to take Hicks on this one. I mean,
well, I'm going to flip it on you because with Matt Ryan hurt right now, I don't think they're going to get off the field. So I'm going to go Deion Jones.
Do you? Get them both if you can.
I mean, is Matt Schaub still the truth? I mean,
I don't know. I'm still playing Calvin Ridley today. I know
he did throw more touchdowns than freaking Matt Ryan did last week. I'm just saying. And all he had to do was throw one.
Yeah. Are you a Matt Ryan hater?
No.
Are you just salty because OU lost yesterday?
Bro, let's just stop talking about it right now. Okay. It was not a good day for me.
I know. Just had to throw that out there. Chase Young went off though, apparently.
Chase Young is a savage.
Yeah.
Savage.
Four tackles, or sorry, 4 sacks, two were strip sacks.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's now like vaulted into the Heisman rankings, which is funny because Steve's like, he's my Heisman guy, you know? I'm like, man, no defensive players can win the Heisman. I am telling you though, like he might have just made himself the #1 draft pick if he wasn't already.
He's balling. He looks good. Where do you guys think he'll go in IDP drafts next year, like the rookie drafts? Like let's say
IDP draft,
just IDP only, rookie draft. You think he'll be 2, 3, 4? Or you think some linebackers will head up there?
I guess it'll depend on where the linebackers go.
Yeah. What about combined? Because I'll have a combined rookie draft. I think this next year's offensive class is good. I think he'll probably go in the second round though. Maybe first round. Depending on someone's pick situation.
Yeah, I would say top 5 or so. Russ, I love you, but I am not putting that shit on my fucking thing. We are not winning the day here. I still love you. That's cool. My man Russ says win the day, K-State. Listen, Oklahoma has those times, man. It happens. So I'm used to it. All right, Shane. Appreciate it. Hey, guy. Oh, man, I just blocked my man out.
It's all good.
Let's put you. Hey, guys, in my league IDP, but tackles really doesn't cut it much. It's one of those things where they need something extra: forced fumble recovery, sacks, pass deflection, interception, etc. In that aspect, I'd always say, Shane's put a list out for us, so we'll go with that. Dynasty Talk, I'll be right with you. Again, guys, we will always pop your stuff up here, I promise you. If you guys have an opinion, I have Jamal Adams, Luke Kuechly, Justin Coleman, Minka, Josh Allen. Format, start 1 linebacker unless he's an edge rusher, but in the format 1 D-line or edge 1 DB. You got to start Luke Kuechly, in my opinion. When you're talking about chances for big turnovers and stuff like that, I like Minka. I like Josh Allen because of the sack, strip, forced fumble stuff. I know that Russ was already talking about him starting Josh Allen this week. I know we pushed you into that one. Shane says 1 D lineman, 1 defensive back.
I would start. So I don't. Is it just the 2, or are we starting 3 guys? I can't really tell. For the format, I have 1 linebacker unless it's an edge rusher. So I would do Kuechly, Josh Allen, and as my edge rusher, and then I would probably do. Oh man, Minka's juicy today against Miami.
I like Minka too.
But Jamal Adams
seems like they're trying to stretch the field a little bit.
Gets Minshew, doesn't he? Jamal Adams plays Minshew today, so yeah. That's tough. I'd probably go Jamal Adams just because he's a beast.
I get that he's when it comes to tackle side, I agree with you 100%.
But you're right. This is a big play.
But I'm talking big play stuff, and big play stuff is Minka all day. So he's a ball.
I'm with you. I'm gonna ride with my dude Jarod on this one.
If I'm gonna go big play, that's who I'm going with.
Yeah, that was a great question. That was a fun one to puzzle out too. I like that.
Yeah, good question right off the top, Shane. I appreciate you.
Yeah, keep on rolling, big guy.
I see a lot of guys. It gives you just a quick aspect. I appreciate everybody. I know that all three of us appreciate everybody starting to follow. We've have 33 new followers on YouTube in the last 29 days, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna keep pumping out good content for you guys. Hope keep questions coming in, and we really do appreciate that you guys ask these questions. Keep us on our toes, and that we can help you guys out and help you win some leagues and make some tough decisions. We all got to make them. It's that time of the year too, baby. I mean, this shit matters right now.
Yeah, it's a big time, and we're hitting halfway point. A lot of bye weeks are going in. You could get a win this week that you didn't expect. You could get a loss this week you didn't expect.
Yeah. So a lot of teams out there with dealing with a lot of buys. You're not fighting everybody at full strength. So now is the time to really show what your team's made of. So
I took my own advice and went and picked up mine and Jordan's that we've been talking about, Matt Ioannidis. The problem is I forgot to start him.
Come on! One of my buddies on Twitter said something about that too. Kyle, I think he said the same thing, and I was like, "How you not start Matt Ioannidis? He was DT2 on the season in most of the leagues I'm in with him, and now he's got to be DT1. I mean, the way he played, he's a beast. Start him every week. I got him in 4 leagues, and I started him in all 4 of them.
So it's tough being a Husker fan right now. Yes, it is. But that's okay. Your coach is legit. So let's go back up with my man Russ again. Good question. Any words on Hicks' play today?
Not yet, but we should get something in a few minutes with
in the next 5 to 10, I'd say we'll get start sits.
I wrote an article for Dynasty Nerds. I've been doing that for a couple of weeks now. Shout out to them. They're a good site, good group of guys over there. And I said Hassan Reddick I led off with him as a play for the week, and even more so if Hicks is out. But even if he's not, he's got a great matchup this week against the Saints, especially with Drew Brees coming back, even juicier. And Hassan Reddick's been playing pretty good. I mean, basically they drafted him for a couple of seasons back. He's finally getting the snaps, and I mean, he's one of the tackle leaders right now, linebacker. He's top 15, top 12, I think, maybe right now, and on pace to put up over 110. So start him.
We got a little
and with far as Hicks, we'll find out soon what's up with him, and you're gonna want to start him too if he plays. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it.
JX Leo V. We don't get to ask me these questions. Nick Chubb or Ty Johnson today?
Nick Chubb. This is a layup. Man, this is a savage.
You say it's a layup, but Ty Johnson is going to catch more balls than Nick Chubb.
Balls to the face.
I don't know. I'm still
Nick Chubb is playing who? The Patriots, bro.
Nick Chubb don't give a who it is. Nick Chubb don't care. Nick Chubb don't care. I'm gonna talk over this bar. Nick Chubb don't care.
He's gonna
I'm
care.
starting him everywhere. I got him in Dynasty. I'm not gonna. You haters can keep your. I have Patriots defense too. He's gonna blow him up. It's Nick Chubb. It's Nick Chubb. Think about this. He's putting up yards per game right now. The only person putting up more than him is Christian McCaffrey. This is like come on.
I need you to be quiet on this. I am currently in a trade for Nick Chubb. Okay.
Okay. In that case, man, dude, when Hunt comes back, Chubb ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, that is an interesting.
That's the tale you gotta weave now.
What is gonna happen,
guys?
Nick Chubb. Did I just not tell you what's happening right now?
I gotta send this video to you guys because I know that sometimes I share stuff on Facebook and I don't send it to you guys. But it's a bunch of refs if they played fantasy football, and it's like a 10-minute video of like, hey man, he scored and there's a holding on that call, and he's like, but what's there holding? I mean, I got this dude on my fantasy team.
Yeah, was it really a holding?
I gotta send it to you guys. Let's go another one. Tobias. Tobias is one of our long-standing ones. Grady, Jarrett, or Justin Houston today. Who you think? This is a tough one. Grady Jarrett's going to be on the field a lot. Justin Houston's been super productive, like back to his normal days, it seems like.
Yeah. He's like
this is a tough one for me, to be honest with you.
Houston.
Jordan, what do you think? Grady Jarrett or Justin Houston?
I'm looking at my rankings. I have them back to back. I have Grady Jarrett at 12 and Justin Houston at 13. So that's
according to that, if you're going.
And that you
can play both. Would you play both? That's the question. Is it a 1D line?
You could, yeah.
You know what's great about Justin Houston? When I used to play Madden, I'd switch his position, and he would break the sack record.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's unstoppable, and he's playing Denver. So I would take Justin Houston for the upside of playing Denver, but I would go Grady Jarrett because of kind of his consistent tackle numbers. He is questionable, but I think if he plays, you can start him. Yeah, but honestly, the way I play fantasy football, I would play Justin Houston. Like I was talking to one of my buddies yesterday, and he was talking about his flex spots in this league we're in, and he was talking about the guys he plays in his flex. He's like, I'm playing these guys; they're basically floor guys. But he's like, if things go wrong on my offense, like with my starters, he's like, at least I know I'm going to get 10, 11 points.
I was like, at least with Justin Houston, you got a sure thing.
I was like, that's funny because the way I play fantasy football is I look at somebody's like, yeah, I might hit their floor, 3 or 4. I was like, but like, I want to play my flex spots for my ceiling. Like, I want to maybe be able to get like 30 points out of a guy kind of out of nowhere. And it's a philosophical difference. But I think Justin Houston for me would be the guy I would play.
Wait, he just said he had. Did he just say he also had Sam Hubbard?
That's funny because I have Sam Hubbard at 10. I mean, they're all great plays. Talk about a great problem to have. Hopefully, he can play more than one. I mean, if you can flex
everybody knows if you've watched our show at all, we have been on the Sam Hubbard train about 6 or 7 weeks before the season started. So
he's got the safest tackle floor. I mean, like. He hasn't been putting up many sacks, but I think against the Rams, he has a good chance to get a couple, maybe. But, yeah, of those guys, I would still go probably – I mean, I have Hubbard right above them, but, again, for the upside, Justin Houston, to me, represents more upside.
I like to answer everybody's questions. So, obviously, for me, I like Grady Jarrett in this play. Houston – is the long play. Grady Jarrett is going to be on the field a lot with Matt Ryan gone. He's been on the field a lot anyway with Matt Ryan there. I mean, I think they're over right now. So, I mean, Matt Schaub's a decent quarterback. He is not going to win that game probably. So, just me. Russell says, cool, how getting some articles. I don't know. One person doing articles right now is Jordan. So
I'm not.
I just tweet them out, or you can follow Dynasty Nerds. They tweet out other articles too. So they got some.
Russell also says Tahir Whitehead, Tremaine Edmonds. I guess you meant Tremaine, or Thomas Davis. Pick one.
Tremaine Edmonds, easy.
Tahir Whitehead has a good matchup, which is why I know why you put him there. But I'm gonna go with a guy who's going to play more, and Milano's still questionable.
Exactly. That's the one, and it's actually 10:30, so that stuff's going to start popping up on Twitter. But Matt Milano is the guy because I have him in a lot of IDP leagues, and he's questionable, and I'm really interested to see if he's playing or not. So, without further ado.
I'm going Tremaine Edmonds as well. Good question.
Yeah, great.
Tobias did say he has Sam Hubbard. So hopefully you're starting Sam Hubbard, Shane. So we'll see.
Keenan Allen is going to attempt to play today. Whatever the hell.
Yeah, I'm saying go grab Mike Williams like crazy right now. By the way, on that. So Shane says, speaking of that game right there, Kelsey or Henry. Sorry guys.
Both.
As long as Mahomes is out,
you have a flex spot probably. I'm playing both, Kelsey and Henry. If you have a flex spot.
You're playing both, even with Matt Morris, the quarterback?
Hell yeah, that's almost better. He's going to be looking for Kelsey. He's not going to want to throw it deep.
All right, so you say that, but have you watched Matt Moore play? He does not target the tight end.
Wow. You want to do a little bet? You want to do a little bet? You want to do a little bet?
Well, I know one thing. I traded Travis Kelsey last week for Darren Waller. So
Big mistake.
Oh yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. Kid, chill.
Ah.
I'm just messing with you. That's a good trade. Waller's a beast.
Mhm.
Waller is a beast, which is crazy. If you'd ever told me Darren Waller was going to outscore Travis Kelce this year, I'd have laughed at you. But
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
got another one.
Deshaun Hand from the Lions is active today for the first time this season. So take that as you will. I'm probably not starting him unless I'm in a super pinch.
Will he have a Justin Simmons day? Or Jeffrey Simmons, sorry, not Justin Simmons. No. I like Deshaun Hand a lot.
Adoree Jackson from the Titans is not playing. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm just kind of looking at the
I got questions here.
All right, give them to me. Let's do it.
So will T.Y. Hilton have a good day versus Chris Harris? Chris Harris is in the middle of will he get traded by the 29th, which is in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So he could easily play today and get traded right after the game. If that's not on his mind, y'all are crazy. And T.Y. Hilton is a baller. Chris Harris got embarrassed by Ty Williams the first game of the season. And T.Y. Hilton's twice the wide receiver that Ty Williams is. So, yes, T.Y. Hilton will have at least 5 catches, I would say.
Yeah, you can't bench T.Y. Hilton.
I'm not benching T.Y. Hilton. I have him.
Especially the way Brissett's been playing. I mean, it's under the radar. It's not flashy, but, I mean, he's playing well. And wide receiver 1 on a team that's playing well, I mean, yeah, you start him.
This is one of my favorite questions today. Play Brian Burns or Addison. Have you seen Brian Burns' face mask? You play that guy.
Apparently he had surgery this week on his wrist or something. I was reading. I think he's still playing or something. I don't know actually. We should find that out. But yeah, he had
Brian Burns has been a must start for the most part. He's one of the better rookie starts this year. And somebody actually listed on I don't know, was it Instagram or something like that. Their fantasy football's top 5 rookies to start. The funny thing about this is Brian Burns was 2, Devin Bush was 3, which is laughable, by the way. Devin Bush is the number 1 rookie. Right now, Devin Bush is rookie of the year locked up defensively.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk about it, but it's pretty dang running away with it, honestly.
Tobias says he does have Hubbard starting for sure, which is smart. He's a baller. He's good for a couple tackles a game. I mean, he's getting linebacker tackle numbers, and he's a lineman. So Hubbard is a must start. Here's a great question. Eddie Mahes, Golden Tate or Cup? Duke Cooper Cup's one of the top receivers in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to go Cooper Cup. Golden Tate is going to get his a little bit depending on the weather. So he obviously did not get his last week. He got pretty much shut down by Arizona. Richard, I was wondering when Rich was going to hop on here. Choose between Buckner, Addison, Burns, Winovich, and Flowers. I can only choose one. It's got to be Buckner, I would think.
Yeah, Buckner or Burns. I like Flowers this week too, but actually, I'd probably go Buckner or Flowers now that I'm thinking about it. Because with Burns is
something to this. If
that sucks that you can only. I mean, I'm guessing you can play 2. So, but if you're choosing between 5 players, I'm going to go with consistency on this one.
I don't know. There's got to be something to this.
Christian Kirk is active today on the offensive side of the ball. I still don't have any news on Jordan Hicks. I'm trying to find it, but I will. Give me one.
My man Tobias says, I want to play Houston for the sack side, but want to play Grady because of Seahawks run a lot. I'm not positive about this, but doesn't Grady have more sacks than Houston right now?
No.
It's close though, right? I know he has more tackles.
I don't think so.
And so it depends on the league you're in. I'm a big guy for
I'm
I'm reading something, and Jordan's going to laugh about it in a second because me and him have this debate a lot. I know Grady gets a lot of tackles for loss and a lot of tackles. Houston's a big play guy. I understand the play. The Seahawks do run a lot sometimes. They should have ran the ball more last week. They probably would have won the game. They backed off and didn't run a whole lot with Carson. So this is a funny one, and Jordan, you're going to love this one. Hey, guys, when it comes to IDP, should we always play our studs or go for matchups? Do you have studs in good matchups? Is the good question for me, because I like to play a good. I have studs. Obviously, I'm going to play studs. But if I have a stud in a good matchup, that's my priority. Jordan will definitely raise on the side of play your studs. Always play your studs. There's some guys that are going to make plays. Sam Hubbard being one of them. He is going to continue to ball out. He seems like no matter who he plays, he has a good game. Just depends. So
yeah, I go with my studs. I mean,
I know he will always say
kind of how I go.
He's going to go with his studs. I know that I will like to play matchups, which sometimes will get me in trouble. But when it's IDP, I'd say in general, you more look at being your stud because they're going to get theirs.
They'll get there. They have a better chance of getting there even on a bad matchup. I'm sorry to say that in the face.
Unless it's Aaron Donald this year.
He's not a stud this year, apparently.
Like I said,
he's been studly the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's been studly
the last couple of weeks because somebody has stepped up.
Yeah, well, now they've got.
But so has Dante Fowler.
Jalen Ramsey.
Nobody's really talking about him, but
Dante Fowler has stepped up, which has made Aaron Donald better, which is why they lost Ndamukong Suh, which was such a big deal, which is why Shaq Barrett has been so good. Shaq Barrett's been super quiet the last 3 games, which is my next question. And Dynasty Talk, I will get right with you on this one, but I have to answer this from Russell.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Shaq Barrett, Zach Cunningham. Rich is going to Rich, we're going to answer your question, actually. Let me get back to Shaq Barrett. Rich says you must start 3 from the list he gave us, which is better than me picking 1. Because I think we're all going to pick here. I'm going to go Buckner, Burns, and Flowers.
Yeah, agreed. But keep an eye on Brian Burns. I don't see any news about him either, but temper your expectations a little with him maybe. But yeah, those 3.
So I can understand the Chase Winovich play because Cleveland's offensive line is trash. They've been great run blocking. They have not been good pass blocking. And I know that they've been looking for another offensive tackle, which you've had a bye week. You've basically had 2 weeks off. How did they not go get another lineman during this time is beyond. I know they tried to get Trent Williams, but so yeah, I can understand the Chase Winovich play. So matchup wise, that's a great matchup. Obviously, I love Chase Winovich. I did a thing on him. Love the hair. I mean, he is a mirror image of somebody who was playing very well until he got hurt. And most people know him for the hair. Is mental blank. His dad just got invited to the Ring of Honor at Cleveland.
Matt Milano is active
today.
The
Rams. Ooh.
Yep. So there you go. I guess I'm starting him where I got him.
Okay, Dynasty Talk. Rich, I'll get right to you. Dynasty Talk, you got to pick 2 PPR. Boyd, Kittle, Corey Davis.
Boyd and Kittle.
Did
we have a question about Shaq Thompson?
We did. I'm getting right to it. I'm talking about Shaq Barrett.
Okay.
I'm getting right to that. Russell was asked.
But of these 2, for me, I would go Boyd and Kittle. I mean, I made a play for Corey Davis.
Russell thinks Clay Matthews.
I thought that's who I was thinking about.
Chase Winovich reminds me of Clay Matthews very much so. They're very similar. And I actually made that reference in my IDP 411 rookie pod over the summer. So pick 2. Corey Davis has a really good matchup in Tannehill loves him, it seems like, so I can understand playing him. Boyd has been getting targets, but he hasn't had catchable targets. So when you're seeing like 7 or 8 targets, there's been like 4 of them over his head. So they've been targets, but not real targets. Okay, let's get back to Russell. Shaq Barrett or Zach Cunningham?
My rankings, I have Zach Cunningham at 12 this week, and I have Shaq Barrett. Shaq Barrett I ranked in my linebacker.
Your rushers, right?
Yeah. So I had Zach Cunningham at 12 in my linebacker rankings. And then let me see where Shaq Barrett's at.
I personally have Shaq Barrett going against me like 3 leagues, so I'm hoping Zach Cunningham outplays him. And I hope it's not very much. And I hope both of them don't do for Shaq Barrett has not been real good the last couple weeks. That's why you're questioning it. Shaq Barrett is the bigger upside. But people are starting to key on him a little more. And you can see that in plays like they're looking for him.
Yep.
Because through the first 4 games, that dude went bonkers.
He was a terror.
Yeah. I mean, he was easily the defensive MVP halfway through the season, and then he's hit the brakes. So we'll see what that decision is. For me, it's Zach Cunningham. I want to go with a guy who's consistent and not worried about a guy who might blow up. And that's the difference for me. PPR guys, with Allen being out or limited, can I only play either Landry or Corey Davis?
I think I'd rather play Corey Davis.
Yeah, I don't like
I'm not.
matchup, but
I'm not playing.
I think that, right? Because Stephon Gilmore's going to guard OBJ. Just what's going to happen, which is smart. Landry's going to be playing the slot probably, and Callaway's going to be on the other side. So Landry's got a chance to play a linebacker, which means it might be Jamie Collins. But if they're smart, they're going to rush Jamie Collins all day.
Jamie Collins has been getting a lot of interceptions. That could be bad news for Baker.
Yeah.
I already told you I think Baker's going to have a decent week this week, and I think that they've had 2 weeks to prepare for it, but that's the only reason why I say that. So
you did say that.
2 weeks to prepare for New England. So, which is the only way you're going to beat them, is have a couple weeks to prepare for them. I like Corey Davis overall.
Baker
I can understand pulling back. Dude, when it comes to the defense, the Patriots defense is the best defense in the league right now. Corey Davis is not playing the best defense in the league. Tannehill is targeting him. I have the same problem you do.
All valid points.
So I can understand the pullback on this, Shane, for sure. It's a coin flip, to be honest with you. Corey Davis is probably the safe play.
Yeah,
Landry
I'd probably play
is
Corey Davis just because he's the safer play.
Yeah, most people are going to take Corey Davis here because of the safe play.
And there's a bit of unknown there.
Yep. I say Corey Davis here. He was one of the top picked up guys this week anyway. So, Rich says play Mike Williams or Allen. Really banged up.
Mike Williams for sure.
I think so too. I think Hunter Henry is the real play in this group, which means you probably don't have him. But no problem, Shane. I think we all agree Mike Williams on this one.
Yeah.
So
I had a question here I had written down, a guy sent me. It was pick 2 of these guys: Blake Cashman, Alec Ogletree, or Jayon Brown for this week. Blake Cashman, Alec Ogletree, or Jayon Brown.
Well, Jayon Brown's coming. He's coming back finally. Blake Cashman is the starter this week with Mosley out.
Yeah, and Neville Hewitt is not playing, so he pretty much they're like main linebacker now.
I mean, he's playing the inside linebacker, and if I want to pick one, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I told him I would play Alec Ogletree and Blake Cashman, just because.
I agree.
just because Jayon Brown's been good, but I want to see him not be hurt for a whole game before I put him in my lineup. And if I got good options like this, there's no reason to risk it. So, and then he asked what he thought about their matchups. I said I think one of them's playing Tampa Bay. One of them's playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, I told him it doesn't really matter. I think Jayon Brown had the best matchup, but again, he's the riskiest guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like CJ Mosley's going to IR. So Blake Cashman is the.
Yeah, I picked up Blake Cashman and Neville Hewitt in my one of my dynasty leagues over the weekend, just because they want somebody had just dropped Neville Hewitt because Mosley was back, and then he got hurt again, and Cashman was still on the waiver, so I picked them both up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really think not really need them, but just even if it's going to block somebody else from having good linebackers, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
And Neville Hewitt's been really good this season too, aside from the fact that he's hurt right now.
Does he still start Chubb against the Pats in the rain?
Yes. Do not sit Nick Chubb. Do you sit Nick Chubb? No. Do you sit Dalvin Cook? No. Do you sit Christian McCaffrey? No.
Do you sit Joe Mixon? Yes.
Yes.
Bro, that sucks, right? I mean, I really thought he was going to have a good year. He just hasn't done anything.
He should have.
Their offensive line has been garbage.
Their offensive line is trash. They should
All
have
right,
fixed
should I start
it.
Curtis Samuel or Christian Kirk? I'm playing Curtis Samuel.
I mean, you've been talking Samuel all week, so that's on you.
I like Samuel.
Yeah, Kirk is my guns.
I traded for him pretty soon.
I told my buddies this morning I try not to make any I try not to make any last minute decisions, even if like the weather or something like weird kind of happens. I don't let it like shake me. I'm starting Josh Allen all over the place. I saw this morning, it's like, oh, it's going to be windy and rainy. And I'm like, fuck it. I mean, Josh Allen is going to throw for 200 yards like he does every week, and he'll rush for some yards and he'll score some touchdowns.
So even with the weather, you're going to start Josh Allen?
Everywhere. I have him all over the place. I'm starting in every single spot I got him. I had the only really juicy change-up might have been Winston versus Tennessee. But I have like Phillip Rivers in a couple of those leagues. I had Kirk Cousins in one who I already benched. So, I mean, yeah, I'm riding with Allen.
I don't know what's going on with our feed right now, but it's not good.
Yeah, you're froze. It looks like I'm still moving around. Steve's wiggling around a little bit. We had a question earlier about DeForest Buckner or Josh Allen. Who would you start? We both said Josh Allen, but I do have Buckner ranked a little bit higher this week. But I think just because overall you kind of know what you're getting with him. Oh, man. Jared's gone.
Oh, we lost him.
Maybe he'll pop back in.
Here he comes. I think I see him coming back in.
I was worried.
Man, we're having a rough day today, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our feed, guys. It's been really weird. Thoughts real quick on Tuitt versus and Hicks is healthy. I like Tuitt overall, good play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that if I'm even showing right now with you guys. So.
I see
it shows you're on there. Tuitt is on IR.
He is?
Yeah, isn't he? I'm about 90% sure.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, he's on IR. He's asking about the other guys on the line, like Cam Hayward, Dupree, TJ Watt. I'm playing all of them.
I mean, you gotta play TJ Watt if he's an edge.
Yeah. I'm playing him as a linebacker in one league this week over Zach Cunningham just because I want the upside.
Yeah.
Probably a little silly, but they're playing Miami on primetime. So, I mean, it could be a big defensive game, kind of like their Bengals game where they had, 8 sacks in that game? Watt only had 1.5, but he easily could have had 3. So, that's where I'm headed. And Hicks is healthy, good. I mean, then you can play Jordan Hicks, and you should play Jordan Hicks. Still like him and Hassan Reddick a lot, especially with Drew Brees coming back. Drew Brees, no matter how healthy he is, he might be a little rusty. There's a little more turnover upside there maybe now. Oh my gosh, all those Saints fans are gonna attack me.
Hey, you hate on the Saints all the time.
I know.
I legit can't even tell like what's going on my computer right now, guys.
Looks
so
like Quandary
hopefully-
Diggs is inactive.
Mm.
Trey Flowers
Quandary
is
Diggs
inactive.
is inactive already. Wow.
It looks like Trey Flowers is inactive too. Interesting. Well, there went my Trey Flowers ranking for the week.
Mm.
Ooh.
Hopefully this helps out a little bit. I just had some background stuff going on, so I think that I'm good again. I think we are good again.
Oh, okay. It's Trey Flowers, the cornerback. Whew. Not
The other Flowers.
The other
The
one.
other Flowers.
Russell says Cashman should be playing in your group. We agree. It's Cashman. Rich, real quick. Do I start Chubb against the Pats in the rain? If you ask my man Jordan, then yes.
Yes. Who are you starting over him? There's a better question.
Well, somebody just asked if Ty Johnson in the dome were no rain.
No, not even close. Not even close.
You're gonna see 10 in the box.
All right,
Nick
I'm
Chubb
excited
might-
about this Matt Milano being healthy thing. Sorry. That was like my biggest thing for the week coming in. Like that I was kind of worried about for IDP. Frank Clark being a scratch there kind of threw me for a loop yesterday.
Did it?
I had to switch him out of some lineups.
Mm.
Dang, I got some.
Again, guys, we appreciate all the questions. Hopefully you are enjoying this. Always, you got to set your lineups. I mean, it's getting to that point real quick. So
yeah, I'm going through right now and just auditing all my lineups real quick. You got to do that. Make sure you got the guys in that you think you have in, because sometimes you move things around. Make sure I got Josh Allen in everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm definitely playing Josh Allen everywhere.
Both Josh Allens, the offensive one and the defensive one.
I was worried about Blake Martinez, but he's playing today. He was questionable.
Guys, I want to give a shout out to Expand the Box Score and Full Time Fantasy Podcasts. Both great groups, if you guys need to follow them. Both great websites. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background. Expand the Box Score is growing extremely fast. They're a very good group. Give all those guys, people, pens, and everybody a good shout out. Everybody over in our other group, Full Time Fantasy, obviously some great groups over there. All the podcasts are phenomenal. You go check those guys out. We appreciate being part of both groups. Loving you guys still have. Russell asked, do I still go with Edmonds over Whitehead with Milano starting?
I still would, yeah.
He's a good start. I'd like to hear Whitehead's matchup this week, so I get that 100%, Russell. Jordan's going to go with Tremaine Edmonds. Who are they playing again?
The Jets.
Buffalo's playing the Jets.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Tahir Whitehead on this one. I mean, Jamie Collins didn't do anything against the Jets last week, so he's about the same role.
Do your thing. I had a question from a guy, I think it's a dynasty question. He asked, is Sean Davis, safety for the Steelers, worth keeping with no IR spot, 55 players start? And I think with Minka there now and Terrell Edmonds, I don't think Sean Davis is really worth holding on to. I mean, you should put somebody more useful on your team that might actually be playing. And, if Sean Davis gets picked up somewhere in the offseason next year when he comes off IR, then, then maybe you could play him and pick him back up, if it's assuming it's a dynasty. But right now, there's no reason to keep him on your team, I don't think.
Oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm starting Marvin Jones over OBJ.
As you should.
I just put in Nick Bosa into an IDP flex spot over Fred Warner. So that was one adjustment I just made.
It's weird. It's weird seeing myself do that.
Oh yeah, I understand. It's been a fun season though. I mean, I'm having fun with a lot. I have Logan Ryan in a couple of leagues who's doing really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing him over a bunch of safeties and it's been working out. So
yeah, I've had a few corners that I've been able to do that with.
I'm in a couple of leagues though where I don't have any IDP flex, so it's kind of like you have to kind of stick with certain guys, which I don't really like. But what are you gonna do? Okay, Matt Milano. Am I gonna play you over anybody in here? Will I play? Should I play Matt Milano over Devin White?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
What's
sure?
Devin White done so far?
I don't know. I'm just trying to look.
I mean, let's be real. Devin White has this huge floor, and he's a great athlete, but he hasn't done anything
18.
yet.
He got 18 points last week in this league, or 2 weeks ago.
Well, maybe he's finally figuring it out.
I think I'm gonna play him just to have a little fun this week in this league. It's the only league I have him in, so
you know what? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
That's what my dude Russell Westbrook says when he took over that second place spot last night for that triple double record. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
He's your boy now.
He's been my boy. What are you talking
Are you
about?
a Thunder fan or just?
I was. There ain't much to be a fan of anymore.
I know it's dry over there.
You're like the LeBron James fans when everywhere he goes.
I'm a LeBron. Okay, I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. I mean, yeah, I like him. I think his hair right now, I'm not a real big fan of that, but I think he'll get that figured out, and he's just gonna keep doing what he does. I'm bummed I didn't get him. I just had my we had our NBA basketball draft this last week, me and my buddies, and we did it on the night of like the season started, so we didn't get to play this week. But this dude took Russell Westbrook in the second round, and I wanted him so bad because we play like a 9 category one, and triple doubles is one of the categories, and like Russell Westbrook is a cheat code in there. But I got Ben Simmons, so he's a little bit of a cheat code. He sucks. He doesn't ever shoot threes though, which whatever.
He's been getting lit up for that one.
Anyway, there's some fantasy basketball talk.
I'm rocking Whitesnake over Evans. Let me tell you guys, if you guys do not follow my man Russell on Twitter, he is the biggest fan of Whitesnake.
Yeah. Is he a fan of White Claws?
He probably does like White Claws, right, Russell? I mean, you're
I'm gonna drink a bunch of those today.
Oh, jeez.
I can't
drink White Claws.
Like, drink a beer, bro. Anymore. It's Sunday. Like, I think I actually have to go buy some beer.
Can't drink beer anymore.
Yeah, you can't have shit anymore. So.
I can't drink. I gotta drink everything straight. It's like I'd have to drink whiskey straight.
I had a question,
bro. Let me tell you, I got this coffee flavored vodka. I'm about to mess it up. I'm about to just close out right here.
That does sound.
I like coffee and I like vodka, but I don't really like vodka.
Bro.
But coffee.
Who needs a mimosa when you can't have a coffee flavored vodka frappuccino? Fuck it. Why not?
Live it big. Live it big.
Now that's a real cold brew.
Mm-hmm. All right, I had a question on my Twitter. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. I had a question on my Twitter about Hassan Reddick in my article I wrote. He said, would you upgrade him to a start over either Schobert or Littleton? And I said, no, I would still start those two guys over Littleton for sure, especially Schobert. He's my number one linebacker this week.
Schobert and Littleton are straight up savages.
Yeah, I have Schobert as my number one linebacker this week. He's got New England, who's going to possess the ball a lot, and he's already just been a beast this season. He's he's gonna have all kinds of tackles. So I mean, he could easily push.
Did I tell you,
in my opinion,
that I tried to trade for Luke Kuechly and offered Corey Littleton and got shut down?
You tried to trade for who? Kuechly, and you got shit. Well, that's because Kuechly's still the big. He's still the golden boy.
I mean,
I get he's still the golden boy, but Corey Littleton's the leading score of all linebackers right now.
Yeah, that's pretty. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Would you
So
take that
and he's
trade?
like, oh,
People
it's
want
only
what they want.
I'm like,
Yeah,
people
would you?
want what
If
they
somebody,
want.
if he offered Corey Littleton,
which the same
Kuechly,
guy
would you
just
take it?
traded
People on
Deion
Twitter are
Jones
pissed
for
right now.
Jordan Hicks today.
Why?
So
Why are they mad?
Oh,
What'd you do,
because they
Jordan?
haven't released their inactives yet.
Oh, I was like, what'd you do, Jordan?
Now I'm seeing something that says that Matt Milano is inactive.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Now I'm upset.
Now he's salty.
I need answers, people.
Russell, go back to Edmonds.
What is going
I know you
on?
heard me.
I gotta check this
Bro,
out.
Russell, I don't even know why Russell just asked this question. I love you, dude. You know the answer to this. Why did you put this up here? Come on.
Okay.
Honey Badger.
I don't know.
Dude, Baird's
Honey Badger or Bayard? I would go Honey Badger, but
I knew he was gonna react that way.
What
Look at
has
him.
Honey Badger done?
not just been a
What,
consistent
3
low
pass
level.
deflections?
You look
Well,
like you
I'm
hurt his
playing him.
feelings.
I play Honey Badger as a DB2, a low end DB2. Sue me.
Now he just looks confused.
Against Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, exactly.
that
Aaron
right?
Rodgers is going to throw a lot. He's going to have plenty of chances to not be sucky this week.
He's gonna have plenty of opportunities to not be sucky.
I have
this
okay.
week.
So here's in my rankings. I have Tyrone Matthew at 20, and I have Bayard at 23. So I think they're both just fine.
Dude, who's not playing who this year? Is it even close?
It doesn't matter. It's about this week.
It's the matchups, he says.
Although
You
Kevin
don't play
Bayard will
matchups,
maybe
remember?
play your studs.
nailed it.
You don't play matchups. Don't even say this.
I'm sticking to my
Garrett is
rankings, and that's what my gut
completely
says.
outplayed
My
him.
gut says Tyrone Matthew. That's what I think Bayard's got a
Jordan just
good
flip-flopped
chance.
today.
I think Bayard's got a good chance to get a pick or two since he's playing Winston, but I don't think he's going to have the number of tackle opportunities.
You don't think Winston's going to throw? Who throws 40 times a
You
game?
can have okay. Well, start whoever you feel is the best. Then I would start
Winston's
Tyrone
gonna
Matthew.
throw every time.
We're going to have a wager right now.
Right?
Right?
Let's have a real
Loser has
wager.
to wear a
Guys,
hat
something's
back
gonna happen.
next
Something embarrassing.
Sunday.
Something embarrassing.
What's the question?
Okay, the loser, you get Tyrann Mathieu, I get Beard. The loser has to wear a hat next week, sideways, like
Dude,
That's gonna be hard to do.
the whole show.
I don't know if y'all are ready for sideways hat, Jordan.
You
But I'm
can do
gonna win.
makeup.
So
Well, you're going to be wearing it because
I mean,
I'm
you
not
can do
losing
some
this
makeup
bet.
or something if you want,
makeup.
like
If
full
I
on
want.
Bro,
women's
let's put
makeup,
makeup. Let's put
lipstick,
tears on your eyes.
eyeshadow, everything.
No, bro. I'm
I'll
we're
do
not-
the
that's-
hat.
That's crazy.
I'll do a hat bet.
Clown makeup.
Sideways
You want to
hat
know
next
what their fantasy
Bust
points
out
this
the Simpsons
season? The
makeup
difference is?
Yes.
All right. Essentially, this is their seasons. Bayard has 28 solo tackles. Tyrone Matthew has 29. Tyrone Matthew has 2 tackles for loss. Kevin Bayard has 1. Tyrone Matthew has 5 assists. Kevin Bayard has 10. So they're very close. Tyrone Matthew has 1 sack. And he's got 5 pass defense and 1 interception. Kevin Bayard has 6 pass defense and 3 interceptions. They are about 5 points away from each other. So
Because
that's a
the
tough
interceptions.
question. That's a tough question. And I still think I'm going Tyrone Matthew this week. But I do think there's
It's a good bet.
Okay.
man.
I know it's a
I
good
wanna
bet.
see the-
All right.
I want to
I've
see
never
this
felt
bet.
less confident in Honey Badger than I do suddenly. So
Suddenly,
let's do it.
he made the bet, so now he's lost his confidence.
Now
Do a
what?
hat bet. Okay, we want to see the hat bet.
all right, book it. I'll write it down. Hat bet. It's all
Hat
on the
bet. All
board.
right.
Hat bet next
I
Sunday.
love it.
So when you guys see us in one of us in a weird hat next week, you'll know what's up.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
wear
it's
I'm gonna wear a cowboy hat. So even if it's sideways, it'll still look like a cowboy hat.
Oh, geez, it'll
No,
I,
I'm
I honestly just
It's gonna
want to see
look
you in a
really
cowboy
weird.
hat now because I mean I'm country, so you were in a cowboy hat. would be awesome.
I'd love to see you in a sideways cowboy hat.
A cowboy hat with headphones is going to be
Yeah.
interesting.
it'd
Matt
be-
Milano
look like
is
that.
active. Okay, Matt Milano is active. That's the final say on it. That's it.
Matt Milano is active.
Is active.
Okay, well, I mean,
We
I'm glad
literally
we've got
changed
that
from
cleared
active,
up.
Inactive to active
Yep.
in like the last 5 minutes.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that's false reporting.
Is that crystal clear? Because
That's crystal clear. That's from the internet. That's from the Internet of Things.
The Internet
bro,
of
I'm
Things.
playing Edmonds just because I don't think Milano's going to finish the game. As wishy-washy as this has been,
He's so actively inactive.
why not? Why not?
I don't
It's funny. Somebody asked me if they should play Jordan Poyer this week. Why wouldn't you play Jordan Poyer?
Oh yeah, 100%.
No.
He's
Well,
got.
did I tell you guys? And we're just going to put this out real quick. In one of our leagues that we are all three in, I've been getting players benched right before game time.
Have you?
I have.
And
I haven't been doing that.
Are you surprised?
No, I'm not. So I looked last night, and I've got 3 players that are out for the season were on my team.
Well, go fix it.
We all know I didn't do that. So let's just say some people
You're getting your ass kicked.
A little bit. I'm 0-7 in that league because of it. I haven't paid attention at all to it. This is also the same league, guys, that I dropped every single one of my draft picks and then went off the waiver wire to see if I could pull victory off. I lost by 0.1 to somebody in the league. So
I'm trying to win all my leagues, even those shitty ones like that. I know what league you're talking about. I made sure Josh Allen. I'm riding the dragon.
Rich says Javarius Ward or Justin Coleman. That's a good question, man.
Yeah. I don't follow corners over much. Javarius Ward's having a good season. I know that.
Ward is having a good season. So is Coleman. So Coleman's been so consistent that I would have to tell you Coleman. I think Richard's the same person that asked me about Humphrey a couple weeks ago too, which I could be wrong, Rich. If I am wrong, it's fine. But
Ward has a lot more tackles to his name.
Yeah, Javarius is definitely getting some tackles, bro.
Justin Coleman is getting a lot of pass defense too. They're both good options. I maybe lean Ward again just because I think kind of for the same reason I'm going Tyrann Mathieu. They're going to be on the field a lot, and Aaron Rodgers likes to throw the ball. It just makes sense. Don't play the matchups.
Here's the question.
Give it.
I like this. Russell, better DB combo: Walker and Beard, Badger and Peppers. Tracy Walker.
I know you cannot sit Tracy Walker.
Can you play both Peppers and Walker and take the other 2 out? Because
yeah,
that's probably the way I'd go.
I'm playing Walker and Peppers, but you're saying better DB combo.
Yeah, he's asking about
maybe it's.
I think it's Walker and Peppers. The other side of it. Well, and I get you're trying to mix it up.
But if you're doing the 2 combo, I want the combo that has Tracy Walker.
I'm going Walker and Beard because Walker's been so consistent. He's such a high tackle guy. So he's getting linebacker tackle numbers. So just my opinion. So
I can't wait for Matt Schwab to be quarterback 1. Matt Schwab, quarterback 1.
Matt Schwab.
I don't know. I'm playing Alex Erickson.
I think he got it right when he said Schwab.
Schwab. I am going on a company.
I remember when he threw 6 interceptions or 6 pick sixes and, like back to back weeks. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good. Sounds like a regular old Matt Ryan.
He just slot right in, man. Just slot.
You know what's funny?
In.
When Matt Ryan was in college, he threw like 20 or like 25 interceptions or something like that. In his senior season, there were like 1-11, and he was a first-round draft pick. So
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Kind of threw a lot. Some people threw them for. I mean, he's been an MVP. So
I see why he's
asking. Don't know which Matt Ryan you're going to get.
True that.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, it looks like either you guys are going to give us some more questions or you're done. So I mean,
yeah, if you got
we'll
anything
see.
Else to float
Again, guys, you guys need to set your lineups. We're in the witching hour.
Yes, it is time. Time to line them up and go do business. I got to go to a hayride today for work, so I'm only gonna get to watch about an hour and a half of football.
Yeah.
I'm actually. This is funny. So for tonight's Patriots Browns game, I'm actually going to watch it in a movie theater.
That's tonight on Sunday Night Football.
That's awesome.
Well, it's not Sunday Night Football. The Sunday Night Football game is.
It's
what
KC Green Bay.
Yeah, no, bro. If
I
Mahomes was there, I'd be there.
I wish
he's not.
Mahomes was playing. This would have been such a good game if he would have been
Can
playing.
you imagine all the
all people have been
commercials
talking
that would
about.
happen? They would just come.
I wish.
They could be doing the belt commercial, back and forth. It would be hilarious, bro. And we're not going to get to see that. Mahomes should just play the first series just for shits and grins.
Yeah.
And then come out.
If he's not gonna play, don't mess around. Just
you don't.
You don't.
I say don't injure him either. When they talked about it, this dude dislocated a kneecap last week, and we're talking about bringing him back. Come on.
Yeah.
They can play that less. More.
Protect the asset. Protect the asset.
Get
him an offensive line while you're at it.
Let's not forget the Chicago Bears trade up for Mitchell Trubisky. I'm going to bring this up every week.
Yeah, you are. I mean, he is
trash.
Yeah.
So my buddy Eric and me were sitting at the bar watching the draft. And if anybody knows me at all, I am a massive NFL draft fan. I will do a mock draft. I promise you guys. I've been pretty dead on with my rookies this year. I did my rookie rankings. Devin Bush was my number one. He's still number one. Chase Winovich, Brian Burns, Jeffrey Simmons finally getting to play. He balled out first week. That's another good question I got asked. Should I go get Jeffrey Simmons for Dynasty? Yes. Have you seen this guy? He basically is – you want to curse all back over again. Dude's a monster, dude.
Should do
he's huge. This dude's arms are like –
should do a review of all the rookies.
Massive, bro. I did earlier in the season. He was in my IDP for one. He was the first guy I think I talked about because he was injured. And the only reason he wasn't going to be hired is because he had a torn ACL. First game back last week.
I think I remember that.
He had 4 tackles. He had a sack, forced fumble. In his first game he's played in the NFL.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Watch out for this dude. If he stays healthy, monster dude. Love that dude. All right, again, set your lineups. Again, we're in the witching hour. We're all about to pop off. So I appreciate everybody's comments. You guys came with it today. Let me give
thanks, guys.
Shout out to everybody that popped in from top to bottom. Everybody, you scroll up here. Russ, which is funny. You're going on from Periscope to YouTube. You're hilarious. Shane. Dynasty Talk 101. Who else we got? Tobias Bolden, appreciate you. JXLIOV on Twitter or Periscope.
Eddie Mayes.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Mayes. Eddie Murphy.
The Rams are trying to trade a keep to leave, apparently. That's why they can't.
I would too.
Their inactives today.
I don't know what that one's supposed to be. JXLIO.
Yeah, I don't know.
Julio the 5th or something, maybe.
Julio, maybe.
Julio 5.
Tejas. Again, I appreciate everybody's questions. We do this every week. If you guys check us out on YouTube, we'll answer your questions. We're talking about maybe doing another live show. We're not sure. This is kind of like a time for all of us to get together and kind of talk smack to each other and have bets for every week. So small wagers, as we like to call them. Again, I appreciate it, Russ. Thanks for the great show. Great show.
Can't wait to see who
wins the hat bet. It's going to be Jordan.
I will win the hat bet.
He's lost 3 bets to me this year, guys.
That's why I don't bet.
Just so we're clear.
I got me a nice bet going with a friend.
We do not bet money here because Jordan would be broke. Because he's lost in Josh Allen bet. What was the week? It was a bet last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember who it was.
So I hope everybody out there has got a nice, fat, juicy wager going on with a friend.
2 different leagues, and that's what I'm starting. He's starting Walker and Beard.
Yeah, he's talking about his combos
Even
there.
he doesn't trust your hat bet.
Well,
America.
then I'm just gonna be a big fat loser next week, I guess.
Yo, we've had some good times. Obviously, if you guys don't understand that these guys are hilarious. Love Steve, love Jordan. I'm glad we're all back together, and we put out great content every week.
Yeah, we'll have the IDP 411 show will go up tomorrow. We'll break down kind of what happened here today. So join us on that if you want some more IDP content. That'll be up on Expand the Box Score Podcast Network. That'll go up on our YouTube. That'll go up on our Anchor, Spotify, the whole podcast network world. So look for that tomorrow. And I guess good luck to you guys today.
All right, you too.
Later. Good luck, everyone.
All right, peace out, guys.
Peace out.